I am Professor Alexander Kahi, the director of the COLIB project. COLIB stands for Center of Excellence for Livestock Innovation and Business. And this is a project that is being implemented at Egerton University at the main campus. And when you look at the history, we started as a livestock center, but people complained, and then because of that, now we had to expand our reach to the extent that we are now incubating businesses in almost all sectors in the country. If you might have watched some TV, there was a very good presentation on some toilets for the disabled and for the sick. I think all that toilet was developed here. So we've incubated businesses from the health sector all the way to the fashion and design sector. So that is us. So as we speak currently, we deal with all type of businesses, not only businesses related to livestock or agriculture. We deal with all businesses because you are aware that these businesses are interrelated. So you cannot concentrate on one because they depend on one another. And that is why as COLIB, we really decided to widen our approach so that we can support more youth. And that is why we are also collaborating with the Joy project. You are aware that we are the ones who will be the principal hub. With the principal hub, what that means, it will be up to us now to build the capacity of the other satellite hubs. So because we have that experience, that's why now the project felt it wise that with our experience, we can simply build the capacity of the other hubs in Kilifi County, as well as another hub in Kakamega County.
My name is George Mazuri. I am the CEO of Study Foundation in Kenya, with a particular focus on youth and women enterprises. A project we are calling Joy. Joy means jobs open to the youth. This is a project that is funded by IFAD and implemented in 2 countries, that's Kenya and Cameroon. It's implemented by a consortium of 4 organizations, with the leader being Procasua. The other organizations are Study Foundation, we also have ILO, and then we have Agro PME that is in Cameroon. But in Kenya, Ustadi is the one that is going to be responsible for the project. The project is basically looking at how we can boost employment opportunities for the youth, rural youth, through the use of integrated, agribusiness hubs. So we're going to use hubs to get to the youth. And again, the focus here is in both wage and self-employment. In which case we have targets for Kenya and targets for Cameroon. And again, we are implementing this project in 3 counties, in Nakuru, Kilifi, the coast, and Kakamega. So at the end of it all, we expect to create or rather develop enterprises that can also, generate employment opportunities for the youth, as well as also create, some wage employment for the youth. We are looking at a ratio of 70% wage and 30%, self-employment. At the same time, ensuring that there's gender balance, 50% female youth and 50% the male youth. Now, the reason we are launching the project here in Nakuru is because we have identified, or rather the project identified COLIB, where we are now, as the principal hub for this project. And then now we've gone further to we also identified a hub in Kilifi and a hub in Kakamega. The hub in Kilifi is based at the Pwani University, while the satellite hub in Kakamega is based at Shambarere College. Yeah. So the selection of the hubs was done carefully, in terms of the infrastructure that is, that is available in those institutions, because we expect these hubs to be one-stop shops for the youth, where they can get coaching, they can get training and incubation and the rest. So as a project, we are going to work with these hubs to ensure that they deliver training based on what the market requires. As it is right now, we have done several studies. We have done value chain analysis studies in the 3 counties to try and identify value chains that can be attractive to the youth, value chains that can promote, or rather value chains that have the potential to create jobs for the youth. And it's not only the value chains, but within the value chains even go further to identify the nodes that have opportunities that are attractive for the youth. So that we have done, and the reports are available. We have also done, with the support of ILO, who is also a member of the consortium, a labor market assessment, and the report has been presented, during this workshop, today. But the issue here was to try and address the employers. What is it that the employers are looking for? So that then, as we work with these hubs, then we are really making them, or rather we are developing their capacities to be able to offer what the employers require. As you all know, there's always been a skills mismatch. We've had people being trained day in, day out, but employers always complaining in one way or the other of the skills mismatch. So we are saying, are we able to close these gaps by identifying what the skills market requires, the job market requires, so that as you work backwards, then the training institutions, the TVETs, are offering training that responds to the demands of the market. We know that Kenya is, the economy is really predominantly driven by the agricultural sector. With that in mind, we believe then that sector can also create a lot of jobs to the youth. And that is only possible if you can make incentive, or rather you can make it interesting, for the youth to be integrated in the sector.